Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Han Solo and Chewbacca Issue 4, The Crystal Run Part 4, which is written by Marc Guggenheim with the art by David Messina, and was released on July 20th, 2022, which I thought was another fun issue, which this time it kind of focuses a little more on Chewie, and because there is a lot more Sherwook, so it kind of does make the issue go a little faster, and there's a lot more art of just Chewie and Qi'ra fighting each other, so there's a lot of that in this issue, so the issue is a lot more faster, but I do like getting a more Chewie focused issue, as the first three issues, he's kind of just been there in the background, either, just piloting the Falcon or doing other stuff, he really didn't have too much to do in those first three issues, so it's nice to see him come to the forefront and have a lot to do in this issue. Because in the end of the last issue, we saw Qi'ra take Han. So this issue picks up with Chewie coming to the rescue. He tries to stop Qi'ra, but he gets away with Han. But Chewie does get a tracking beacon placed on Qi'ra's ship. But afterwards, Chewie takes Owen back to the Falcon, where he starts tracking Qi'ra's ship. But Owen wakes up, wondering what fully happened and whatnot. He obviously doesn't understand Chewie. So I like this moment of him trying to understand what Chewie is saying, and kind of figuring it out that Chewie has tracked Qi'ra's ship. One moment I liked was Chewie says, yes in Sherwook, and Owen's like, I'm gonna guess that's yes, and then Chewie says the same word. I like that, him figuring out at least one word, and Chewie, saying that is the case. So I thought that was a fun moment. But we see that Chewie has tracked the ship to a world called Molo Tonka, which Owen mentions that's where Augustus Graves, the guy they were trying to steal the urn from, originally was supposed to be on vacation at or something. So they land and they start to get ready to head out, for Han. But we see Owen kind of collapse onto the, I think it was the Jarek board or whatever. And, he says that he's okay, but Chewie tells him to stay on the Falcon. So Chewie heads out and finds the compound Han is at. There was a fun moment of Chewie scaring some guards away. We see them be like, we aren't getting paid enough to fight a Wookiee, so they kind of just run away. But Chewie heads inside, where he hears Han getting interrogated by Graves and Qi'ra, which Graves is asking him, where the urn is. But Han tells him he dropped it when Qi'ra attacked. But we see Qi'ra realize Chewie is there and kind of shoots at him, so a fight happens. We see Han, happy to see Chewie, but we see Chewie fighting Qi'ra, and he does kind of take him out with the help of a thermal detonator. But Chewie gives Han his blaster, and so they start shooting their way out and making their way back to the Falcon. But they get back to where Chewie had landed it to find that the Falcon is no longer there, and that's where the issue ends. So I'd assume Owen, or maybe the man pretending to be Owen, stole the Falcon, and maybe the urn. He made it like he didn't have the urn earlier, but obviously Han makes it like he doesn't have the urn. So I don't know who has the urn. I'm assuming it's probably Owen, but I'm not fully sure. So yeah, but definitely interested to see what happens in the next issue, to maybe finally fully learn what this Owen, or man pretending to be Owen, is up to. So yeah, but I thought this issue was another fun, fast-paced issue. I liked seeing Chewie be more in the forefront of the issue. As the comic does have his name in it, so yeah, but my grade, I'm going to give it a B+, so yeah, but that's going to be it for this one. Next I'll review issue 5, so you can check that out then, but in the meantime, check out my reviews on the first 3 issues, all my other comic reviews, and everything else I do by Vince Harzi, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.